Hey guys, Archfiend reporting to you from the ether here tonight. And tonight we're going to talk about some idiots. Now, if you haven't been following the news, Kash Patel and the Justice Department just released information about a number of arrests they made yesterday morning, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's got to be fun, having federal agents knock on your door that early. Oh God, I hope that never happens to me that early. Anyway, the part about this I want to talk about that I think people are just kind of glossing over. I think the biggest, most obvious idiotic factor in all of this is the people that actually went to these illegal gambling operations. Now, I understand the people that threw their lives away, their professional jobs away, like Chauncey Billups. Good luck ever getting a job coaching in the NBA again. I mean, who knows if you're going to get jail time, but good luck with your career ever again in the NBA. Terry Rozier got busted. He's an NBA player for the Miami Heat. He got busted because he had a flared up foot injury in a game that mysteriously had a lot of wagers on him, betting the overs in a lot of categories. Boy, you couldn't make that any more obvious to have them catch you, you idiot. Anyway, Terry Rozier is a guy that's made tens of millions of dollars in the NBA. I don't know what he was thinking, getting mixed up with some illegal gambling operation that had ties to the mob, and that's the thing. And going back to the sector of this that I want to talk about the most is, who are these morons going to some private gambling venture where there's no state regulations, there's just no sort of like, I don't know how your equity could be trusted at this event. But as Kash Patel said in his report yesterday, one of these guys got rolled for $1.8 million. So this wasn't just, guys getting together at your neighbor's garage down the street playing $20 hands of blackjack. This was highfalutin society. This was millionaires. Now, granted, there was the perk of like, yeah, you could you can gamble, but you can hobnob with NBA celebrities. That's great and all, but you're still an idiot to go to this event, even if you want to get the rub of playing with like celebrities or whatever. Why would you gamble so much when you know there's a very good likelihood that the house has much better odds than what you're going to get at your average casino? What were you thinking? They were using marked decks. They were using rigged shuffling machines. They were using contact lens optical devices to see what cards were which on the table being dealt. Oh my God, these people are idiots. And that's the thing, is like these little gambling operations, they happen all over the place. But when you're talking about, and again, the Justice Department said this was involving the loss of tens of millions of dollars of individuals at these events. So these guys were inviting whales over, moron whales, to get poached. All because like they're, yeah, you want to play poker, play with an NBA player. It's at, this dude's house, his mansion, this whatever. You morons. And the craziest thing about this is, I don't know if anyone caught this, but I was actually watching the report as it was breaking on ESPN this morning. And as the report is breaking, the ESPN bet app that was on the bottom of the screen as a plug, you see them in real time, the graphics department, removing the plug from the screen as ESPN was reporting on it this morning. Like, oh my God. It's like everyone is trying to distance themselves away from gambling right now, because this is such a black eye to the whole sports industry right now. Because we're only scratching the surface, because ESPN knows, even in the dawning of this information, when it was minutes old, it's like, yikes, we really should be turning down the volume on this whole ESPN bet app and fan whatever and FanDuel and all these other things. And, not to just pick singular ones, but I'd venture a guess that this is going to change how much you see those apps and those online gambling ventures of any kind advertised in professional sports right now. Because you gotta be kidding yourselves if someone didn't have an off night because the under on some category could have got hit, or they knew that if they got 2 more free throws instead of just getting a field goal, that would hit the over on something. It's just too tempting. There's got to be so many people in these athletes' ears. And like I said, you got to be kidding yourselves if you think points weren't shaved. And again, it doesn't matter. That's been going on since the existence of gambling on sports. It's not like this all just popped up because all of a sudden people could do it all on their cell phone. But the availability of it and the amount of people that are doing it now, that changes everything. It changes everything. And everyone's looking for a few extra bucks, even if you're a filthy rich millionaire. Like Terry Rozier, like I said, he's got this many tens of millions of dollars in the NBA. Apparently that wasn't good enough. He needed a little bit more. So good luck ever playing in the NBA again, Terry. Chauncey Billups, good luck ever coaching again in the NBA, like I said earlier. But man, it's just, again, these events that were held brought in, like I said, bigwigs, people that had millions of dollars to waste in gambling, or didn't have that money to waste and they don't have it anymore and they're beat. Like, I don't feel bad for any of these people involved. Like, you're an idiot. Like, I don't want to say you deserve to get rolled and lose all your money, but what were you thinking going to an unregulated event? Like, at least at a casino, there's state regulations. Like, the house has the advantage, but geez, they're not going to be, the dealer's not going to have contact optics that looks at the cards and is able to tell them what's dealt on the table. Or that other players at the table have special glasses that allow you to see a marked deck. Just morons all around, idiots. Anyway, I'm fascinated with this because, again, I think this is going to change so much. And I think the Justice Department absolutely wanted to send a message by making this happen the second day of the NBA season. Like, I think there's a very calculated reason why they did that at the very start of the season, because they had to say, look, there's a lot more to this. We know this is going on. We're going to make some very high-profile arrests here, and that better calm the tits of everyone else that is doing this or planning on doing this in the future, because it's so easy to do, and it's so easy to get a payout. And like they said, that this had ties to the mafia. So you bet your ass they had their hands into the pockets of players to say, hey, make sure you have less than 6 assists in this game. Make sure you have more than 10 free throws made. It's crazy. I think this is going to change so much. I don't see how it can't. And again, I can't wait to see what else comes from this. Because again, we're just scratching the surface of information from this. And the Justice Department is going to uncover so much more now. Because you're going to start getting to the point, too, where people are going to save their hide and start snitching. So get ready for that, because, man, shit is going to unfold like crazy now. And I got my popcorn ready to go. Anyways, Archfiend from the Ether. That is all.